What's going on, everyone? Coach Brian here, and back with another video for you guys. Okay, this one's going to introduce some tempo and timing. Okay, um, there's so many different ways to create timing to hit a baseball correctly, and there's no right or wrong way. Okay, I'm just going to give you some examples to look out for when you're coaching or watching your child. Um, I don't like changing up a subject's natural timing. Again, everyone is different as they get older. That might be something you want to work on with the timing. Tempo, okay. For some of the golfers out there, right, you might discover that swinging at 70, 80%, okay, you might actually find yourself hit the ball further. Okay, the same concept applies to baseball. I wish I knew that when I played, because I went up there and I tried to grip it and rip it. And you know what? Sometimes it worked. Okay, so let's go over some different types of ways to time the baseball. Okay, so for me, when I first started playing, I was kind of a leg kick guy. All right, many of you know me. I hit with a high leg kick. When I first started, I had my hands up high, and I was kind of more of a buggy whip. Okay, you'll see a lot of professional hitters get like that too, and that's a good timing mechanism. Okay, for me, that worked. I was here, leg kick. This was me, leg kick. Okay, now I'm going back to the catcher. I'm creating my load. That's how I used to load, and I would get here and get back into this position. Okay, that's definitely a harder way to time the baseball. I wouldn't recommend teaching that, but for me, that was just natural to myself growing up. As I got into college, I got away of the buggy whip per se, but I stuck with the leg kick as my timing. Okay, so I got more kind of around here. I spread it out a little bit, and I got kind of around here, and my hand stayed there, and I used the leg kick. All right, because as you face better pitchers, you're going to have to make different types of adjustments as well. Okay, and again, when it comes to tempo, all right, I definitely recommend in practice swinging at that 70% mark. Okay, because we're working on good contact. All right, I know you're all going to get in there and you want to hit BP, see how far you can hit it, but as you get older, challenge yourself. If you have the ability to, try to hit opposite field home runs. Okay, swinging at that 70, 80% mark, because guess what? That's going to translate to better timing when it comes to the games. Okay, you're going to let the ball travel deeper because you're practicing that on a daily basis. Okay, simple as that. Some other ways to time the baseball. All right, you're going to have a standard load. Okay, load. For me, that wasn't much of a thing I liked. I didn't like loading with my hands. I like loading with my body. But for some hitters, you might want to load your hands, and that's kind of called a reverse C. Okay, so you can kind of do a drill with that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's a reverse C drill. Okay, if that's your timing, try that. Okay, but I didn't like reverse C. That didn't work for me. I tried it, wasn't my thing. All right, again, I was kind of a leg kick guy. I like to get my weight back and a little bit forward. That's what I did. Okay. Other forms of timing. Okay, you're going to have toe taps. You're going to see some hitters where they're going to load, they're going to tap, and then go. Okay, that might be a good way of, again, loading with your lower half. I'm a big fan of loading with your lower half, not so much your top half. That's all going to work its way out. All right, so you got the toe tap, you got a leg kick, okay, you got the reverse C, okay, all right, it's kind of down and up, completely okay, all right, you just got a basic step, okay, you're here, you're spread out, and it's just a small step, okay. In addition to the small step, you'll see some hitters, when they get the 2 strikes, they'll do no stride. Huge advocate of no stride. I wish I grew up trying to hit with no stride. Okay, I think it's something that's been overlooked. I think the strength of players is getting so much better. I think learning to hit with a no stride is a huge component, and it's a great drill to do with young kids, high school kids, throughout your entire career. Okay, work on that no stride. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing. Okay, and you can do a whole bunch of things. You can hit with an open stance. Okay, you can hit with a closed stance. I mean, look at Giancarlo Stanton. Dude's got a horrendous swing, but he is strong as an ox, and it doesn't matter. Okay, he's steep to the ball. It doesn't matter how he swings. That dude can crush a baseball. Again, everybody's different. This is just one technique that I like to teach. Okay, very bottom hand oriented. All right. So yeah, so timing. You got reverse C. Okay. I was a leg kick buggy whip guy for a long time. That was my timing. Okay. Just leg kick. Okay. You can time with some rhythm in your stance. All right. Back to rhythm. I know I'm kind of a little bit all over the place. All right. But I'm going to kind of group it together at the end here. Okay. Yeah. You want some movement. You don't want to just be still. Okay. Because guess what? It's going to be hard to get your body moving again once your hands are still. Okay. I always kind of had some form of a circle. Okay. That was my thing. You can go clockwise, counterclockwise. It doesn't matter. Whatever's comfortable for you. Okay. You see guys like Bonds. He's right here. He did a little bit of a buggy whip tempo. He was here. He would time it and go. Gary Sheffield was the extreme, right? He was even more extreme. He was here, and he would time it and go. Steep to the baseball. Hall of Famer. Again, more than one way to swing. All right. So I know I just threw a bunch of information out there for timing and tempo. Okay. But the key is to have some form of timing and tempo that works for you. All right. So I'm just going to go back over those one by one. Again, somewhat in order. Just to give you some options on what to look out for certain kids or your child, okay, to maybe see what works best for them. Okay, timing, all right, leg kick, timing, okay, a double step, timing, step, and go, timing, okay, just a small step, okay, timing, reverse C, okay, that's your timing. Nothing wrong with that. I like timing with the body. I think it's better that way. The hands will follow. Okay? All right. Rhythm. All right. You got to have some type of motion in your stance. Knees flexed. Some type of motion in your stance. Okay? No matter what you do. Okay? If you're back and forth, up and down, you got to have some type of movement. Okay? To not be as stationary. Okay? Movement creates timing. Movement creates tempo. Movement creates rhythm. All of that creates you being on time, being on plane, and making you a better hitter. Thank you for tuning in. Any questions and concerns on some of these tips for timing, tempo? All right, shoot me a comment at the bottom. Have a great day.